A ver, se supone que ya está. Avísenme si ya volvió. A ver. Mm, a ver, a ver. Ya está, chavos, díganme. Según esto ya, pero ya no sé si confiar. Típico que se cierra la aplicación de Twitch. Pero petó mientras estaba peleando, ¿eh? No se perdió nada importante. O bueno, espero. Estaba bien barato el Dark Souls, ¿eh? Ya vi que varios agandallaron. A ver, pues sí, seguimos. ¡Oh, vaya! Ok, al menos regresó el stream en los tiros. No manches, no sé que se podía transformar tan así. Los Souls es para gente con manos de Dios. Vaya. Dice que compró 10. Sí, vi también yo de unos que habían comprado un montón. ¡Ah, basura! ¿Cuántos son? Ayuda. Oh, vaya, se me ocurrió que es el lobo de los cuentos. Ah, pero mira, algo me dice que encontré la real. Ni creas que te me vas a ir, basura. Ay, casi me da. Qué rico. No, ¿cuál oso? Es el lobo. El lobo de Caperucita, el que le tumba, ajá, que le tumba la casa a los porquitos, etcétera, etcétera. El lobo de Wolves, no, ¿verdad? Pues no. Ya vio que le van a dar GG, yo creo. Y apenas el capítulo 3, acá, hijo. Lobo ese, ajá. Oye, ¿qué?
Hello, Bigby. You look tired.
Give me one good reason not to rip you apart right now.
Oh,
This gun holds 6 rounds. I won't miss next time. Before you do anything with
oye,
me,
¿qué,
I
Riziri?
thought I should point out a few things. Snow White wants you to bring me back to the woodlands, doesn't she? And that's what I want.
That's right. But what happens to you once you get there is a different story.
I'm not quite finished. You will bring me back
Ya vi, joven.
alive.
No se altere.
Look, all I ask for is the chance to speak for myself in front of the community. And I'm sure Miss White would agree that I should be given a fair trial. Can we at least agree on that? I will have a trial. Are we clear?
You need to tell me right now. We're not going anywhere until I get some answers from you.
If you want answers, you're going to have to cooperate with me.
Quédame
There's no
risiris.
reason for us to be at each other's throats here.
That's funny, coming from a guy pointing a gun at my head.
This is just a precaution. I'm sure you understand. I'm no murderer, Mr. Wolf. I didn't kill those women. And I think you know that. All I'm asking for is a chance to explain my side of the story.
If you're not a killer, then what are you?
I'm
De
a
respuestas.
businessman, not a killer.
There's still a lot you have to answer for.
And I will, as long as you agree to my terms. Because I'm not saying another word until I'm brought before the community. I don't mean to belabor the point, but just so we're clear,
No sé qué hacer.
if you change your mind and decide to do something stupid,
Aunque claro, me están apuntando.
you won't get your answers. But you will have a difficult time explaining yourself to Miss White and the rest of this miserable town. You're often reckless, and I worry you're not thinking of the... Let me ask you an honest question. What do you really care about here? Where this case is concerned, I mean. Do you really want the truth? Or do you just want to look like the hero?
This is about justice. I'm the sheriff. I have to do what's right. 2 people were murdered.
And you know who did it. Georgie.
Tiene
He's
razón.
dead, isn't he? My point being, the killer has been dealt with. You've won.
You really think I'm that stupid?
I understand you have an obligation to bring me in, but you can brighten up a little. It's over.
Cuando Dolph por una lindura.
Shall we get going? I'd rather not dawdle.
All right, let's go. Hand over the gun.
I think I'd rather hold on to it, if you don't mind. What do you say? Hey! I'm sure Miss White will be pleased. Such a reliable pup. I understand why she'd want to keep you around.
El punto era no matarlo. Nadie dijo que no le podía pegar.
You'll be given a trial in front of your peers. And your punishment will follow.
Ayuda. Entonces, ¿por qué faltan 2 capítulos? Aguantan. Ok, no, nada más uno. Típico logro. ¿Y el Orso de Fallen? Ahí lo tengo porque este me atrapó más, la verdad. Pero sí, todavía lo voy a seguir también a ese. Aunque me desespere, ¿verdad? Pero pues, tengo que seguir.
I know. But we have to do something.
Are you fucking kidding me?
When is this thing happening?
Are we sure?
Yes. Opportunity to... He's back.
The Crooked Man.
Oh, de seguro no lo veían venir.
Motherfucker.
Are you okay? It's been hours. We were worried you'd run into some trouble. At the Crooked Man's place.
Well, he didn't make it easy.
What happened?
It doesn't matter. He's here. We got him.
We can talk about it later. Well, Sheriff, I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but... No. I'm just glad you made it back in one piece.
Camarada, profe. Oye, ¿qué?
Throw this asshole down the.
A ver. No, no manches, Rizri. Ya voy, Darcy. Ahí está, ya casi te ha dado doble bonus.
The fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting for?
You killed Lily!
She was my sister.
Could
What do
you?
you have to say for
Where the
yourself?
fuck do you get off?
Poor
You think
girls.
you have the right
And
to
what
just
about
do this
Faith?
to
What could
people?
they have
You're a
done to
fucking
deserve
crook.
This? You should be
Fucking
ashamed.
Esto se ve muy
Everyone?
unánime.
Can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it better we do this as soon as possible. Charged with the murder
informed your sheriff. It was Mr. Georgie Porgy who killed those women, not me.
What? It was Georgie?
Georgie.
I don't mean to interrupt you, Miss White.
Georgie may have killed them, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Yes, Sheriff. Where is that rotten scoundrel now?
Is he still out there?
I sincerely hope not. Well, where is he?
Sheriff?
Ah, me lleva.
He's dead.
He's what?
Dead. So you see, the culprit has been punished. There's no
That
need
doesn't
for
change
this.
anything. We'll deal with it later, but right now,
me
you're
dejaron de
the
otro.
one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for.
I
And
was
I
told
don't...
I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the
What
charges.
other charges?
If you'd wait a moment.
I'm well aware of my rights, Miss White.
Let her finish. Then you can have your say.
Got it?
If you insist.
Oye, ¿qué?
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the
No
attempted murder
manches.
of
Ah,
Sheriff Bigby
no
Lee,
manches, Riziri.
Wise.
A misunderstanding.
aiding and providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts.
And for being a condescending prick.
Now, is there anything you would like to say?
First of all, nothing to do with Lily. One from your little...
Bullshit! Hell you didn't.
Stop the charade. We know you're involved.
Come on, it's obvious.
Everyone just shut up for a minute. You wanted a go ahead.
We all know he's guilty. What the f to speak for?
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against the land and its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where it
well.
fucking belongs.
Get
But
on
we
with it.
you a chance to defend yourself. I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to
is
let him
about
talk?
If we're ever going to pull
Hola,
ourselves
Carla.
together
¿Cómo andas?
and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No more snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't.
Me parece bien.
This is ridiculous.
You have the floor.
Aunque en el juego no me ha sacado la
That's
sorpresa.
right. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. As a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna
jeez.
get to your point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women.
Mentira.
And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he was one of his most faithful employees. Nothing to do with it.
Tell
This
them
is
for
Georgie's
once.
always been a bit of a powder keg.
Georgie seemed pretty convinced he didn't have a say in the matter.
He clearly misunderstood my intention.
Really?
I would never authorize such an act.
Any of you actually this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby, when you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
What's he talking about?
Yeah, and you're good. Did you forget that part?
They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end.
Bien, aquí ya,
They do
ya
it
casi
because they
acabándolo.
want to protect me, as I protected them. You understand wanting to care about, don't you? You'd do anything.
Mira cómo Riziri pierde y ahorita se va a dar golpes
Innocent
ilegales.
man, just to save someone.
A ver, espérense, espérense.
What's he talking about?
I think you're done talking.
What are you afraid of? Why not let an old man say his piece? Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
What about Lily? She wasn't free. She wasn't given a choice. Do you really think she wanted... that any of those girls wanted their lives like that?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you asked me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my better judgment a dismal job.
Right, and you kept them in debt.
¿Cómo? Ahí ganó el Toxic, no está arreglado.
That's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position. Act like I abandoned you. Helpless. Street corners. Who was there to look?
Oh, vaya, esto se está
Yes,
poniendo mal.
Wasn't I?
Crane was the one who let this town go to the fuck dogs. The guy who was in your pocket, remember?
Really? What about Archie Greenleaf? Her story is not un. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Matters anyway. With nowhere else to, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back, and in turn we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because I helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself.
Vaya, esto no me
And
está
what did
gustando
they
cómo
do?
va.
For the longest time, not much. But they asked me to come work for them.
Really? The new deputy mayor wants you on the 13th floor?
The wolf gave me the job. She wanted my destroyed. If she had her way, I'd be hung out to dry on a clothesline by now.
Oh, vaya.
We're gonna burn her tree? Snow, why would you want that?
Is that true? Don't blame Snow, she had her reasons. Greenleaf was using her magic to help Crane and the Crooked Man. That's why Snow wanted your tree burned.
That's not why.
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too
Vaya.
soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with a crooked man.
We've made some mistakes.
Esto se está volviendo
made some
nuestra
mistakes.
contra. ¿Qué
But
procede?
believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away, but I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you. No one can. But I always have your back at heart.
Things haven't been great for a while now, but we'll do better at protecting you. From people like him.
The crooked man's been exploiting you.
Okay,
exploiting
Carla.
your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength. And if things didn't fall exactly his way, someone would die.
Do you really think the Crooked Man cared about you? He just cared about your money. He cares about your obedience.
Oh, sí. Está volviendo todo a mi favor.
They're right.
Oh,
You're
sí.
all still afraid of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over, and those girls will have their justice.
Uf. Esa viejita se ve maldita.
Very good, very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded.
Ah, lo hubiera
The
matado.
sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the
Georgie
murder.
was working for you. Bigby got a
A
confession that...
confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke. Especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
Snow?
And what about your history? All your fucking town.
What
Miren
do
cómo
you
me
mean
defiendo.
there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this. I just
Of
need...
course it's right. This man tormented all of you for profit. Georgie
Let me
killed
just
them.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did because he was working for... Yes?
Yes.
Of course. Where are you going with this?
Well, by that logic, Miss White should be on trial for Tweedledum's murder. Since you know Bigby works for her.
Oh, vaya.
That's...
He killed a man,
That don't make him a murderer.
doesn't it?
What happened with Tweedledum wasn't Snow's fault. If y'all want to blame someone, blame me. She had nothing to do with it.
Bigby and I have already discussed his behavior that night. We're handling it
Now, where
internally.
have I heard that before? How about the way he treated poor Tweedledee when he was in your custody?
Ah,
He
malditas,
was
¿es en serio?
beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
Maybe he's right.
Did you think we'd all just let that go?
You can't be serious.
That was different.
You're the one on trial here. Don't try to turn this around on us.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection. Oh, you're right, dear.
Las chicas superpoderosas o las supernenas. Oye, no. Las chicas superpoderosas es mejor. Que no sea stream, no sé cómo vaya la Cone, pero como a las 12. No, espérate, Nocples. Ya casi lo acabo.
Charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
Lo spoileo.
That's enough.
Un spoileo.
You won't answer
Y
for
usted está
your
baneado,
uncle's
joven.
behavior, but I must perish for
This
mine.
is completely different.
I
We all...
did not order
Oh, Brandon.
those 2 girls dead.
¿Cómo andas?
It simply never happened. Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own
This
crimes.
isn't right.
Oh, please. This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you.
Listen, I
The
know...
laws apply when we need them.
Everyone calm down. This isn't
I
the
mean, a
reason we're
certain level
here.
of privilege should be afforded to
To who?
This is how it's always been.
This is what I'm talking
Oh,
about.
vaya, esto se está
We
saliendo de
lashed our
control.
ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny? Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction? Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf?
Ah, ahora yo soy el malo.
Who will be the...
Bigby? Miss White!
Excuse me, dear.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath, little
What's
one?
she doing here?
I'd like to... I need to say something.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
Bluebeard.
What?
Of course. Go right ahead.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
Cierto,
here.
ya puede hablar porque se
Just
murió
shut
la
up.
otra.
You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Us, we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line.
Oh,
And we
sí.
couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know, my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found his body. Did you kill her? Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Be quiet.
We need to establish some order here.
Vivian wanted you freed from the ribbons. She took her own life.
I'm sorry, I don't think I know
Nerissa. My name is Nerissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only 2 people who ever gave a damn about me.
And this just confirms it.
He made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
Oh,
You're going
vaya.
to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Ya valiste,
Did you
basura.
now?
Looks like we found our
No alarmas. Oye,
evidence.
¿qué, Army?
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me.
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well. Nah, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat.
Híjole, Brandon.
This is how you want to repay all I've done for you.
What, you take 2 people's lives away and now you want mercy?
You know we can't let you go free after this.
You're done talking, crooked man. You had your chance.
Well done, then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever, somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's not good enough.
Maybe
There will
she
be
has a
more
point.
if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been
I
enough
don't give a
bloodshed
shit.
So we
already?
get rid
It's
of
too
him.
dangerous.
Get him
Vaya,
out of
vaya,
here.
vaya, vaya.
Everyone, listen up!
¿No podemos votar?
Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision.
Who?
I hope you aren't suggesting yourself.
We should have a vote. Make it democratic.
Do you really think that's going to work?
He's right.
Pues.
Nobody can agree on anything.
What about Bigby?
What about him?
He was appointed. He's the only official representative, really. He should be the judge.
Oh, vaya.
Sense to me.
I guess it does.
No,
Okay.
la presión.
Are you sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Okay, Mr. Wolf, it's your call.
Snow,
Just do what you think is right.
Oh, me llévala.
Yes, Sheriff. What you
Arrancarle.
think is right.
Teach him a fucking lesson.
No.
He has to
We
die.
can lock him
Just
away.
fucking get rid of him.
Not this way.
Oye, no, ¿qué? ¡Ayuda! ¡No lo vi venir! ¡Míralo! ¡Ay, güey!
I hope you all remember this.
¡Oh, vaya! Me
Think
asusté.
of me when you try to sleep.
¡Tíralo!
you know, just between us, I was gonna let you live. But now,
You're going to miss me.
Oh, claro.
no, I won't.
¡Basura! Oh, vaya, si no recuerdas el capítulo final de Golf.
For Lily.
Exacto,
And
Julia.
faith.
Y esta es la parte final, hasta donde sé.
Yes. Another one of us to erase from the books.
No puedes decir nada, casi me tira. Hola, Wolf, deja de spoilear. Oye, que ya no estoy spoileando nada, dice Asker. ¿Cómo andas? Sopla el viento del norte. Es el capítulo 5. Ah, entonces queda poquito. Vaya. Estuvo intenso eso. Al final me muero yo, ok, no. Oh, vaya, Esparta. No, Esparta, no lo haga. Yo decía Jubia. Ah, vaya.
Hey, Sheriff.
Así es Jubia, dice Oscar. Digo,
Are you
¿qué?
gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay. Great.
Tranquila,
This
Jubia, no,
fucking line.
no te pongas ratilla.
Oh, Mr. Wolf, Flycatcher left his keys.
Is everything okay? You look...
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this. We'll talk later, okay?
Ok.
Good morning, Miss White.
You're late.
Someone's gonna see you, Colin.
Ya casi tenemos la actualización del Division. Sí, de hecho. Supuestamente a las 12 se cierran los servidores. Y les van a dar mantenimiento como unas 3 horas, según eso. Y acabando ya va a estar la actualización puesta. Yo creo que la voy a bajar en la mañana antes de irme a la escuela. Y ya volviendo ya poder usarla. Oye, pero ¿por qué se están llevando el sapo si le di el dinero para que
I'm
comprara?
going. Jesus.
We only have like 5 minutes.
Carry me for fuck's sake. I don't give a shit.
You forgot these.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff. Nice fucking day. Shit. Just go grab that, would you?
Sorry about all this. I tried to help.
Just why the hell did she have to send me and me boy away, huh? You promised me I'll get another chance. But Miss White said I had to go up to the damn farm anyway.
Te di el dinero.
I told her I had the money, but she didn't want to hear it.
Oh, vaya.
Wait, Sheriff Bigby, I have something.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Can you give this to Miss White, please? Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so
Oh, vaya.
if you could bring it to her.
Yeah, sure.
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best. It's a willow beetle. That's a big one. They're cool, because when they're little, they have these pouches that squirt juice at you if you touch them.
I'm sure she'll love it.
She said it was pretty.
We're about ready to head out.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
God, I hope not.
Do we have to go? I want to stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore.
I'm sorry, TJ. But, look on the bright side, okay? There's plenty of space to run around, and a nice river nearby so you can swim all you want.
Even in daytime?
Yeah, you don't have to worry about the Mundy seeing you. It'll be nice. Come
Oh,
on,
vaya.
it won't be so bad.
Have you been there
Pobre sapito.
before?
No, some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves.
So you wouldn't know, would you?
We're all set.
Bye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, TJ.
No manches,
Hey,
Rizzy.
Bigby,
Haces malo con el sapito.
where's your friend, Colin? Where's the fucking pig?
I don't know. He, must have run off.
Bullshit.
Saying goodbye?
Hi.
Hi.
You're still wearing that thing.
Oh. Yeah. I guess
No
I am.
manches, Rizzy. ¿Cómo casarlo?
It's not easy to forget. I know it seems like I
Por
should be able
tridente.
to. It's just...
It's okay. I get it.
Listen, I came here because I have to tell you something.
What is it?
It's about what happened to Faith and Lily.
Oh, vaya.
I'm not sure where to start. Faith, Lily, and I, we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the Crooked Man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand.
Oh.
You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place.
Narissa, what did you do?
Oh, vaya.
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the Crooked Man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing.
Oh,
Maybe
no, oh, no, oh, no,
try
oh, no,
again
oh,
in
no,
a
oh,
few
no.
years.
You what?
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us.
Ah,
I
ok.
didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
Híjole.
So you sold them out.
Ah, pensé que las había matado, entonces, pero no las
Yes.
mató.
Georgie promised he'd
vaya.
smooth things over with the Crooked Man. But then... Oh, God. I don't know what happened, but that night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the crooked man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
Oh, no
What
manches.
does it matter? I know the crooked man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
I guess it worked out in the end. I can't hold that against
De
him.
hecho, sí era lo
I know
mejor.
he ordered their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality. Especially after... That night, after Faith, I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
Vaya.
You?
I walked her over here, and I left her.
You were trying to get my attention. So you started all this.
I just pointed you in the right direction.
Oh, eso de plano no lo vi venir.
All the time. The crooked man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence, and the world likes it that way. We just fade, like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith or Lily. Nobody cares about us. Not really.
I'm sorry, Narissa. I'm sorry that's what it took to get me to pay attention.
It'll be different now. You'll make things right. You and Snow.
I don't know. Seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her, or anyone. I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you. You two make
No
a good team.
manches.
The way you look out for each other, and look out for us. You don't see that a lot these days.
I don't really know where we stand anymore. Things are just different.
Huh. Things are always different. Look, Bigby. After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would. You protected your friends, no matter the cost. And you brought justice to this town. Finally. Because you brought the crooked man in, everyone saw who he really was. So from
Pues
where I'm
sí fue
you did the right thing.
Georgie, pero
You've been given this job
está
for a
dudoso
reason.
lo de si el hombre torcido
I
dio la
left
orden.
Faith at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the crooked man, it was you.
I hope I've at least done something.
Pero de todos modos, el hombre torcido sí tenía mucha
You've
culpa.
changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you.
Miren cómo se conectó todo al último, qué rico.
You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
Vaya.
I need to tell you something.
I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
Trying to place me.
You like my ribbon?
Do you like it?
Faith wore one too.
Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little
Did
Mermaid.
Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about
He
Faith?
said he wanted to run more tests. I hope you find what you're looking for.
¿Qué?
I'll see you around, Wolf.
¡Oh, vaya! ¡Oh, vaya! De todas las cosas que no vi venir, creo que esta fue la que menos vi venir. Spoiler, el hombre torcido no tiene la culpa, ya vi. Entonces... Oye. No sé qué pensar ahora. Necesito una segunda temporada de este juego. A ver, déjenme ver los comentarios que se me pasaron. No manchen. A ver, espérenme, a ver. Le quitan un golf al Dark Souls, vaya. Pero hay diferentes finales, Esparta. Puedes sacar tu propio final. Está rico el juego, como para irlo pasando tú con tus propias decisiones. Y como dice Jubi, exacto, los logros. Ya, bye. No. Se supone que Fade era. Podía ocultarse con su como capucha esa de los demás. Entonces, ¿era la misma persona? He visto que se decía que podía haber una segunda temporada de este juego, así que estaría rico. Si sale, sí la compro para estimarla también. Wolf, ahorita pasa la nueva contraseña. Ah, ok, Esparta, está bien. Ya el Gears, híjole, a ver. Sí, estoy viendo que la culpa la tuvieron entre Georgie y ella. Y al final, ¿qué dijo al final? Dijo lo mismo que dijo Fade al principio de todo el juego. Y como que este Wolf empezó a conectar todo y, y podrían ser la misma persona. No manches, qué rico. A ver, Richard, ¿quieren Gears? Le podría dar un ratito, o no sé. A lo mejor ceno y le doy al Gears, también podría ser eso. Oye, ¿qué Darkseid? A ver, las decisiones, ¿cierto? Yo y la mayoría mató a Jorgito. A la mayoría y yo le hicimos el juicio. Yo y el 27% lanzaron al hombre torcido al pozo de brujas. Acepté el regalo de... ¿Qué malditas basuras ese 2.1% que no aceptó el regalo del sapito? Qué malditos. Y bueno, la última no es como que muy importante lo que se le dijo a esta neriza. No puedo creer que haya gente que no haya aceptado el regalo del sapito. Qué malditas basuras. Estadísticas especiales. Le mentiste sobre ver a Bella fuera del departamento. La ofreciste protección en el despacho. Le ofreciste algo de beber. Le llevaste a no ir a la granja. Hombre torcido. Fallecido. Lo regresaste al pozo de las brujas. Lo lanzaste al pozo de las... ¿Cómo que lo regresaste? Y luego dice que lo lancé. 2.1% igual Rizeri. Pura multicuenta de Rizeri tomando esa decisión. Oye, ¿qué es, Esparta? Los sapos son para pisar. No seas así, Rizeri era un sapito. Ari, decidiste reventar la botella en la cabeza durante el interrogatorio. Ara, lo mataste. Faith, le diste dinero. Tuviste la pelea con el ojito, destruiste su casa. Greenleaf, le ofreciste un trabajo. Holly, fingiste ser el hombre del bosque mientras estaba inconsciente. Jack, hiciste un trato con él. Blanca, le trajiste contigo al Triptra. Le mostraste la foto de Crane tenía de ella. Prometiste traer vivo al hombre torcido. Pequeño Tim, decidiste esperarlo. SJ, saltaste su escarabajo y prometiste dárselo a Blanca. Como hay gente tan basura que no lo hizo, no entiendo. Lo ofendiste cuando Blanca lo quería enviarle a la granja, le hice dinero y aún así se fue a la granja, qué triste. Oh, vaya. Vaya. Pues ahí estuvo, ya acabé la historia, estuvo muy rica y nada me dejó con más dudas. ¿Continuar la historia? ¿Comprar una novela gráfica hoy? Ah, qué rico, sí es cierto, había visto que era cómic. Vaya. Nunca he visto esos cómics y son de... Por lo que veo son de Vértigo Comics y he leído de ellos y no esos. Qué raro, nunca los había visto. Pues ahí estuvo. Al fin lo pude acabar. Igual lo voy a subir a YouTube por si alguien no pudo verlo bien. Y al final nunca puedo decirlo. Si, ya dilo, Netflix, ya no pasa nada. A ver, hay que esperar al... Hay que esperar que el Netflix diga lo que quería. Y siempre me faltó casi uno de cada capítulo. Ah, no, en el 4 me faltaron 2. El 5-1, típico. Pues bueno, ya... Muchas gracias a los que estuvieron aquí, Razer y Jubia, Brandon, Esparta. Al final muere Wolf, está loco. Y pues ahí le voy a estar dando... Bueno, ahorita voy a cenar, no sé si al rato le da el Gears o no sé. Lo del Division ya es hasta mañana porque voy a la escuela. Entonces, muchas gracias, déjenme ver quién le dejo al host. Ah, y gracias al Disaster que dejó su follow, si sigues por aquí. A ver. ¿Y cuando quieras cargar Twitch? Oh, mira ese tóxico costeándome. Brandon, al Richie no le gustan esos juegos. No manches, no, please. No, pues GG. Jóvenes, no tengo a nadie que esté en vivo más que Misa y pues no, como que no. Oye, ¿qué? ¿Esparta? Pues quién sabe, a ver. Algún día cuando ya tenga la compu y la cámara. Sigue viendo las piezas de Blue. Pues lo voy a dejar así entonces, así lo voy a acabar. No hay nada a quien dejarles host. Entonces igual ya saben, muchas gracias y ahí nos vemos luego.